Hey everybody, Fox News at 10, After Hours. I'm Mr. Balderas along with Morgan Fogarty. And Morgan, really, someone said it on TV today, what a historic moment tonight with capital H.
What an incredible, incredible moment for Americans tonight to know that Osama bin Laden is dead. We heard President Obama say in his address to the country that he authorized the attack today, that no Americans were hurt, that the U.S. is in possession of his body. And we're hearing other reports that bin Laden was killed in a mansion of some sort Pakistan, near Islamabad, with some family members. And analysts, of course, saying that the fact that he was killed in Pakistan is very significant.
Right, because he wasn't in a cave somewhere hiding out in Afghanistan. Someone else tweeted that the town where he was killed and captured, I think it's Abbottabad, that apparently it's a resort town, and it's also where the Pakistani military academy is at.
Yeah, comparing it to something similarly so Americans can put their mind around it, to the Hamptons, something like that.
Yeah.
A nice resort town. Certainly not a place where you would expect to find Osama bin Laden, but we've heard already, there are tweets going out that George W. Bush has responded saying this is a great day for Americans.
He said, we're resilient. No matter how long it takes, we will come after you.
Yeah, and President Obama saying the same thing as well. We will be relentless in defense of our friends and allies.
Yeah.
Justice has been done.
Well, of course, the Twitter page has been going crazy. Facebook page has been going crazy. As a matter of fact, tonight, one of the ways that we broke into the story, Morgan, was because we started getting a tweet here and there from Wilson, and then someone else tweeted, and then we saw all the things that were happening. A pretty amazing night for social media.
Yes, an incredible night. It really shows you the power of social media, how quickly it moves stories, how quickly information travels now. That, you know, an hour before the president actually took the podium, there was very serious speculation that of what he would be talking about, and it turns out it was all correct. And that's, everybody knew that in advance thanks to the power of social media.
Yeah. Kat, let's zoom into Morgan. Morgan, what are some of the interesting things that you've seen on Facebook and on Twitter on your page? Let's talk about that.
I think the most significant thing that I'm seeing, the most interesting thing that I'm seeing, the most heartwarming thing that I'm seeing is that so many Americans are allowing this to unify them and not talking about politics. There are some who, of course, are talking politics, but the vast majority are saying thank you to our troops, thank you to Americans in general for our resiliency and our dedication and our commitment to going after this person who has signified all that is evil in the world for the last decade. That's the cool part, to see everybody coming together.
Yeah, and on TV at CNN, and we're seeing it right now. This is video right now. We're watching CNN. This is video of individuals who have camped out or who have come out at, we're looking at 12:10 right now in Washington, D.C. These are individuals who are cheering, who were earlier singing the Star Spangled Banner right outside of the White House. An amazing time also for CNN because they are fantastic when it comes to breaking news. And as you can see, Morgan is tweeting as always.
Yeah, I'm getting text messages from my friends who are in the military who they're thrilled that this has happened, and they know some of the folks who participated in this.
In this operation. Wow. And it'll be interesting to find out about the operation. Somebody was talking about the fact that no U.S. military personnel were killed in this operation. We're still not sure how much of it was covert. In other words, at what point did the U.S. military inform the Pakistani president? We're going in. Was it, hey, we're about to go in a minute from now, or did we tell them now?
That was interesting because the president touched on that at the beginning of his speech. He said in last August he had received intelligence that they had a lead on where Osama bin Laden was. They followed that lead, obviously, for months and months and months, and it was intelligence that he received last week that sort of brought us to this point where today he authorized this attack.
Right, so we are then led to believe that this attack happened within hours, and he was informed this afternoon at some point. He's dead, we have his body. And of course, that's where they're talking right now on CNN. While you're looking at your Twitter page, let me show you, I've also been going on Twitter. I'm just going to spin around here. There's Morgan's Twitter. I follow her. You should follow her too, by the way. I got to tell you, Twitter has been going crazy today. I mean, even our computers are a little slow right now. But you can see every single individual that I follow. This is Mark Knoller. He is a White House correspondent for CNN. He's right now talking to senior administration officials. Quote, Osama bin Laden is no longer a threat to America. Of course, Morgan and I were talking about going forward. What are some of the stories that we're going to be looking at? One of those stories, how much is security raised at, for example, military posts and stations? Of course, that will be a concern. We were talking about the possibility of retaliation for Osama bin Laden's death. And then, again, I'm trying, as you can see, my little icon is very slow right now. That's because Twitter page is just, I mean, literally, it's bam, bam, bam. Everybody's...
Let me show you this cat while your Twitter page loads. And now my Twitter page is taking forever to load. This is just a little moment of Penn State pride. It's taking forever to load.
That's okay. That's again, social media.
Here we go.
Look at this picture.
Check this out. This is from my alma mater, Penn State. There's some patriots there, aren't they? Can you see all those people in the streets? I can't tell if that's College Ave or Beaver Ave, but it is somewhere in downtown State College, right outside the university, and those are hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands, of college kids who are swarming the streets celebrating the news that Osama bin Laden has been killed.
Very, very cool. And I got another tweet from a friend of mine who says, at Ground Zero, large crowd singing God Bless America and chanting USA, candles being lit right now in New York. So this is a fantastic time to be able to do this sort of Facebook cast for you behind the scenes, and I know Kat's been taking a lot of pictures. So if you're following her as well on Twitter, what's your Twitter handle?
Genius des Mondes.
Okay. Hope you guys get
Des Mondes.
Okay.
Genius DESMONDES.
Look for me and Izzy, and you'll find the tweets where you're tagged in them.
Right. And some of the pictures that she was taking of us behind the scenes. But again, going forward, what an amazing moment. 8 years to the date when President Bush said mission accomplished. We get the individual that, for the most part, everyone says, and we all accept, he was responsible for 9/11.
Yeah, big day.
Big day.
Awesome day.
Keep following us on Facebook, on Twitter. She's crazy on Twitter, so follow her definitely. And
I'm Twitter crazy.
On Twitter. Fox News Rising tomorrow morning. We'll give you all the latest. We're going to try to have as many good interviews for you as possible. And of course, on Fox News at 10, we're back on the old media. That's TV. Continue to find us and follow us on the new media.
Have a good night.